to declare Class 10 result by July 20th and Class 12 by July 31st. Law schools to follow both exam and non-exam modes, no exam guidelines from BCI. Andhra Pradesh government will decide on SSC and inter exams at the appropriate time, says Minister. IIT Madras launches Indian Network for Memory Studies. Teachers and students unhappy with inclusion of Class 12 evaluation strategy. High Court dismisses PIL challenging postponement of NEET 2021. UGC Academic Job Portal launch for NET, SET and PhD qualified candidates. Goa board schools to commence in online mode from Monday. Don't declare results of freshers till a decision is taken on repeaters and failed candidates, says High Court to Karnataka government. Good afternoon and a warm welcome. You're watching Education News Network, where we get you the latest developments in education at the top of this hour. This is Sanya reporting from ENN, and the daily stories are: the Central Board of Secondary Education on Thursday announced that the Class 10 and 12 results will be declared by July 20th and July 31st respectively. Earlier in the day, CBSE submitted its evaluation criteria for awarding grades or marks for Class 12 exams before Supreme Court. For Class 10 and 12, marks is the best of 3 from 5 papers and term exams will be considered. The controllers of examinations CBSE Sanya Bhardwaj said, "Our efforts are that Class 10 CBSE results will be declared by July 20th and Class 12 results will be declared by July 31st so that students who want to go for studies in foreign countries do not suffer." Explaining the evaluation criteria submitted in Supreme Court, he said, "There are odd circumstances in front of us and examinations are not being held, and without that, we have to declare the result. Then the students should be properly evaluated. The situation is known, that's why we have formed a committee. We have developed a criterion so that when the results come out, it reflects similar results as students have obtained had there been examinations." He also said that if students are not satisfied with the results, then such students have the option to appear physically in the examination once the circumstances allow conducting the examination. After the Bar Council of India's exam guidelines of 2020 were challenged in the court, it has decided not to issue any uniform set of instructions for intermediate or final year LLB exams this year. The council, in its latest announcement, stated that universities, centers, and law schools should conduct examination for intermediate and final year law students as per their discretion, depending upon the availability of resources and the impact of COVID-19 in that region. While some institutes have conducted the exams for LLB students in April-May, many universities have them scheduled in June. There are some universities that have taken the liberty to devise their evaluation mechanisms. Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law, Punjab, will hold the exams from July 1st onwards. While the exams will be conducted in online open book examination mode, the question pattern has been changed this year. Students will be assessed based on application-based questions. The National Academy of Legal Studies and Research University of Law, Hyderabad, has already completed the assessment for its students, and it did not conduct any annual examinations this year. Students were evaluated based on 2 assignments of 25 marks each and internal tests of 50 marks. The Andhra Pradesh government on Thursday said it would take a right decision on conducting the year-end examinations for Class 10 and intermediate students in the appropriate time. "We are keenly observing the situation. We will take an appropriate decision at the appropriate time," said Education Minister A. Suresh. When asked about the Supreme Court notice, the minister said he was not aware of it. He, however, said the government would spell out its stand after the notice was received. "We will tell the Supreme Court why conducting the examinations is necessary," Suresh said, adding that our stand has been the same from the beginning. "We want to conduct the examinations only in the interest of the students' future." There has been anticipation that the government would take a call on the vexatious issue at a high-level review meeting on education chaired by Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy in the backdrop of growing demand for cancellation of the annual examinations for Class 10 and Intermediate. The Indian Institute of Technology Madras has launched the Indian Network for Memory Studies. The institute claims it to be the nation's first formal national network in the field of memory studies in India. The INMS will coordinate complex engagements with memory from different institutes including cultural studies centers as well as neuroscience laboratories and industry research on AI and related fields. Founded by Dr. Abhishek Parui and Dr. Merim Simi Raj, Assistant Professors, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, IIT Madras, the network will focus on research in the domain. Through the research conducted at the Center for Memory Studies, IIT Madras, the INMS aims to facilitate a departure from Eurocentric approaches in terms of the theoretical frameworks and worldviews. This will also help open up internship and research opportunities for Indian students and international scholars through an annual membership program in collaboration with the International Memory Studies Association. The Central Board of Secondary Education on Thursday finalized the marking scheme for Class 12 students and will be assessed based on their marks in Class 10, 11 and 12. The CISCE will also follow a similar scheme. The evaluation strategy will have a total of 3 parts. Class 10 component 30% based on best 3 performing subjects in the board exams. Class 11 component 30% will be based on final exam and Class 12 component 40% based on unit tests, midterm, pre-board. However, students are not thrilled about the new marking scheme, particularly because of the inclusion of previous year's marks. Teachers have also claimed that the scheme is unfair and leaves a lot of room for questions. Some students have apprehensions regarding the inclusion of Class 10 board exams, while others are concerned about their performance in Class 11th. The High Court has dismissed a public interest litigation challenging the decision to postpone the national eligibility cum entrance test beyond August 31st. A division bench of Justice B.V. Nagaratna has noted that the central government's decision to hold the test after August 31st cannot be faulted as it would have been taken based on the opinion of experts and sound discretion being exercised by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This is not a case where there is cancellation of NEET this year. It is only a case of postponement from April 2021 due to the second wave of COVID-19 and the need to enlist the services of doctors for duties to manage the medical facilities and attend to the patients suffering from the disease, the bench noted. Dr. Vinod G. Kulkarni, a consulting neuropsychiatrist, advocate and social activist, had filed the PIL on May 8. According to him, due to the postponement, doctors aspiring to do postgraduate studies had to suffer from stress, anxiety and depression as their plans were unsettled. He claimed that when all other exams were being conducted during the pandemic, there was no reason to postpone NEET. On the other hand, the center defended the move, saying that owing to the severe nature of pandemic which affected the country this year from March till the end of May, a policy decision was taken in mid-April at the highest level to postpone NEET. The University Grants Commission has launched an academic job portal to help candidates who have qualified National Eligibility Test, which is NET, State Eligibility Test, which is SET, and PhD. The UGC job portal will help these qualified candidates grab the attention of universities, colleges, and other employers to find a suitable job. Candidates who have qualified NET, SET, and PhD can visit the official website of the UGC job portal to register and create their profile online. The portal facilitates employers to register and post the job vacancies on their portal so that candidates can apply against the vacancies. Read information available on the official website of UGC job portal. The Commission has also announced that the UGC is in the process of upgrading the job portal with the inclusion of non-teaching vacancies and also adding some new features. Chief Minister of Goa Pramod Sawant has announced that schools across the state will start in online mode from June 21st. The Directorate of Education issued a circular on Thursday directing all teachers to attend school from June 21st. The schools have to support their students by suitable alternative means, including online. The schools have to come up with alternatives for students who can't participate in online teaching learning, said Education Director Dilip R. Bhagat. The online classes are meant to engage students and support them until the schools reopen, the circular read. The online classes are meant to engage students and support them until the schools reopen, the circular read. On the commencement of regular classes, the teachers will cover up the entire syllabus for the academic year 2021-22 so that no student is left out. Till such time for schools reopen, the teachers should prepare worksheets and lectures and reach out to students not connected via online means, in addition to carrying out the online teaching. The directorate stated, adding that it shall not apply to schools and containment zone, teachers residing in containment zone, and schools were taken over by the Disaster Management Authority. The High Court on Thursday asked the Karnataka government not to declare the results of second PUC fresh candidates till the expert committee constituted on the issue of promotion policy vis-a-vis repeaters and failed candidates takes a decision on the matter. A division bench headed by Justice B.V. Nagaratna passed this order after the state government and pre-university education department submitted that an expert committee has been constituted to look into the issue of various categories of repeaters. The bench pointed out that since the data of first PUC marks of repeaters is available, the state government can consider their case on par with freshers who will be promoted without any examination solely on the basis of first year PUC performance. With regard to private candidates, the bench noted that since no data is available with regard to their first year PUC performance, they have to take up the second PUC examination as and when it is held. The next hearing on the issue will take place on July 5th. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Education News Network. For more such videos, log on to our website theENN.com and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Signing off, Sanya.